Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're taking a look at another Victorinox Swiss Army knife, and this is one I picked up from my good friend Dan over at Bladebridge Customs. He recently sent me this little brass coin as well. He's doing some fantastic stuff at the moment. Solid brass, really nice deep laser engraved there, his logo. I think that's really cool, love this sort of stuff. Here's his business card, and on the back is his details, so you can scan this to get to all his links. He's got his mobile number, website. He does sharpening, sales and servicing, whatever it may be, but check out his website, that's where all the best sort of stuff goes on. So yeah, Dan at Bladebridge Customs, fantastic guy, awesome member of the community, and providing us with the best deals for older Swiss Army knives, custom Swiss Army knives, whatever it may be. He really knows the score with his stuff. But we're taking a look at this one today. It's a 91mm and it is the Trail Guide. Now, the Trail Guide, I believe, was exclusive to Marlboro, was distributed to smokers who sent in a certain amount of coupons from cigarette packs. I couldn't really find out too much more information on it other than that. It was just a sort of a quick search, so I did receive this one this morning, but I wanted to get a review done of it because I love this thing. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and the condition of it, bar the sort of scratches on the Cellidor where it's obviously been in someone's drawer, it's pretty much mint condition as far as I'm concerned. There's next to no marks on it or anything like that. But let's just jump into the specs and take a look at it. So it's a 91mm, and that equates to right about 3.6 inches closed. Got the standard red Cellidor scales, standard one on the front with a Victorinox inlaid shield, and this being a Marlboro exclusive. On the back you get Marlboro Unlimited, and that is the same for all the Marlboro models. I think there's about 6 different models that they had done for Marlboro. This is the 3-layer design, I think probably my favourite of the bunch. Start off with the scales then, so you get the standard scale tools on the front of the tweezers, and then you get the plus scales on the back. So you've got the toothpick, the removable pen, which is always a great thing for a backup, and along with that then, back tools, you get the corkscrew, and in that you get the eyeglasses or the small technician's screwdriver. That just sort of screws into the back of the corkscrew just like that. You also get the pin, which is nice to see. I wish that was standard on all models, but understandable, that's probably going to be a human interaction to get that pin to go into that slot, so that's going to be a higher sort of price for Victorinox, even though it is only a little tiny pin. And then we get the multi-purpose hook on there as well. Not a tool I use a hell of a lot, but it's definitely a useful one nonetheless. Did a live show with Thrifty Kniffy. It's very early on in the Slippy and Thrifty show. I think it might be episode 2, when we looked at 13 really cool uses for the parcel hook. But let's take a look at the tools on the main layer then. So the front layer, you don't get the standard cap lifter or tin opener. You get the scissors as the opening layer. See, it's the newer style scissors that are pinned. See, there's, apart from my fingerprints, there looks like these have never been used, which, I mean, fantastic for me. I got a great price from Dan, and honestly, compared to some of the prices that you find online on Etsy, he's by far the best person to go to. He won't overcharge you. I don't know where he's finding them, but he's obviously getting them for a good deal if he can offer them at these prices compared to other people. But immaculate pair of scissors. Middle layer then, you get the metal saw and file. See that on there. Can't see any use on this either. Maybe a little bit here. So if it has been used, it's very, very light. Nail nick on there as well, and the metal saw is good. It's obviously not going to be as good as some of an actual purpose metal saw, but for in a pinch, this is absolutely perfect for that. So that tool length is just shy of 3 inches. Nice snap on that as well. It really snaps down to the closed position. So the pull on that is about a 6 to a 6.5 at the very end. And pretty much identical with the scissors. On the very back then, we get the combo tool, which pretty much is like a combination of the cap lifter and the tin opener. So you get the can opener, the cap lifter, wire bender, the small flathead screwdriver, and the number 2 positive right on that corner. Now, is it the best for a positive screwdriver or for a Phillips screw? No, not by a long way, but in a pinch it's definitely going to get you out. And then you have the half stop on there as well if you need to get a little bit more torque, or if you want to use that wire bender. You can also use it to strip the wires. If you want to pop the wire in and just rest the blade on it and turn it, it does work pretty well for that. I've used it a few times. A little bit stronger pull on that, but that's mainly because the nail neck is right at the back of that. And then finally we have the main blade, and you can see I cannot see any sort of use on that whatsoever. I just wipe my fingerprints off it. Other than the normal combo tool blade rub, which is unfortunate for any models that have it, the compact also gets a little bit here. It's a bit of a shame, but it has got a bend on it and it does sort of stick into the channel, but it's not the end of the world. It's very, very minimal. You can see we have the 4-line tang stamp, Victorinox Switzerland stainless Ross fry, and at the back we have the cross not touching the bow, and then Officer Swiss underneath. And I believe this puts it in sort of the late 90s, early 2000s. I could be wrong, I will have to check the date of that. I'm not good at remembering the dates. See, you got the standard blade finish, that sort of polished tumbled look, and the edge is immaculate, as you'd expect from Victorinox. They are by far one of the best sort of manufacturers for their quality control. I've yet to have anything sort of bad off them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Nice point as well on that drop point blade, or spear blade, whatever you wish to call it. Nice little bit of blade stock on there too. Overall then, Victorinox Trail Guide, excellent model. Unfortunately it's discontinued, and they are sort of going up in value with this sort of Marlboro on the back, so be prepared to pay a little bit for some if you find them online. So I'm just very glad that I managed to find this one with Dan, and I got a screaming deal with it. I couldn't say no. I couldn't find a model number for this one either. I don't know if they didn't bother with it because it was only a promotion for Marlboro. But if you guys know what the model number is, please let me know. I'd love to find that out. I did look online, but I couldn't sort of find anything about it. But being a 91mm, it's UK friendly by far. I mean, the main blade is 2.6 inches full length, and then a cutting edge of 2.4, so that's going to be no problems at all here in the UK. Nice pull and action on the main blade as well. It's like a 6 into 6.5 about here. Enough to use it with sort of safety and not have to worry about the blade closing on you, but you can also choke up on the kick here and not have a problem with that. Wonderful find. Appreciate Dan at Blade Bridge Customs for all he does for the community. But I really hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.